Hey everybody, it's Stacie Duffy here, your Denver Metro real estate resource, and I just wanted to walk y'all through something that happened with one of me and my buyers a few minutes ago, and maybe a better way to handle a question that you have. So I was showing one of my buyers a condo, and it's in an older complex built in the 70s. And so in the MLS remarks, the broker had made a note that, buyer to take over the special assessment. So we'll talk about what special assessments are in a different video because that isn't terribly relevant. But so we had some questions. I called the listing agent, couldn't get an answer, left him a voicemail, still haven't heard back. I don't know, it's 4 or 5 hours later. And this property was just listed yesterday. But we had a lot of questions about the HOA, right? So what's the special assessment? And it looked like there were some maybe rundown parts of the building, but they're starting to fix. The stairwells had been temporarily supported and some of them have been closed and other ones have been fixed. So we figure, okay, they're doing a lot of renovations. They're doing a special assessment to get the money to do so. But what exactly are the plans and, what's kind of the status and just some more questions and more information, whatever we could get, right? And a lot of times the listing agent may have some of that information, but may not have all of it. So, there were people walking around the complex. So we did go ahead and stop and talk to a couple of people. But also we just walked into the common clubhouse. And so I think this is something a lot of people could do and they don't think to, because a lot of these condo communities or even residential single family home communities, in the clubhouses or in the common building, there may be an on-site manager. And so the on-site manager has various duties for different things, but a lot of times they are there and they know a lot about the complex, about what renovations are being done, how many bids were done, because they're the ones doing it. And also, guys, they get lonely. They're sitting at a desk all day and answering phone calls and running errands and taking out trash out of a clubhouse. I mean, they get bored. So anyway, we just stopped in there and introduced ourselves and said, hey, we just looked at the condo that's for sale. Can you tell us a little bit about the complex and about maybe what's going on with the special assessment, what repairs are being done? And we just chatted for about 10 minutes and got a wealth of information, guys. We learned that, okay, well, building number 3 had a new roof, but buildings, 1, 2, and 4, and 5 hadn't had that done yet. And we learned which buildings have common laundry in them. We learned what the special assessment is. We learned the history about the HOA, that maybe they didn't do things for a long time and then now they're trying to renovate. She explained how the clubhouse was going to be laid out differently, that the mailboxes are moving, that the stairwells are getting completely redone and what they were going to look like. And we just got a ton of information about the complex, which if you're about to make a buying decision, that's nice information to have. And so my buyer was considering making an offer on the property, but once we found out all of the information, it's like, okay, cool. But maybe this isn't the right complex for us. They have a lot of things to work out and a lot of expensive repairs to make. And we learned that, okay, the HOA fees, even though nothing has been passed yet, they've been talking about raising them significantly, like 40% in the next couple of years. And that made this place out of budget for her. So a lot of those things that, people buy things and then they get burnt or something happens 6 months later. And I'm not saying you can always prevent those, but a quick conversation and a stop in with the on-site HOA manager answered a lot of questions that we didn't even know we had. So don't be afraid to do that. Just stop in and ask them questions. Worst they can say is, hey, I'm sorry, I can't tell you anything. Big deal. It doesn't cost you anything. Give it a shot. So anyway, if you have any more questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. I just wanted to share that experience with y'all. I think a lot of people have the opportunity to do that and maybe don't take advantage of it. Also, if you're liking my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you'd like to reach out to me directly, you can do that as well. My contact information is on my website and the link for that is down below. So thanks so much for the time and have a great day.